Welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to explore how to use watercolor paints. So for my kindergarten through second graders who have not yet used watercolors, this is going to be a tutorial on how to use them properly in the art room. So this is our watercolor palette. What we will need is a cup of water, a paper towel, and of course a paintbrush. So we will be using watercolors this week with our project, so this is just a quick tutorial on how to use the watercolors for this project. We want to start by dipping our paintbrush in the water first, not in the paint palette, and just getting the paint nice and wet with the water, and then placing that color on the paper. We can dip inside the water again, wet the color, and then again apply to the paper. Now you'll see I dipped into the water and then painted right onto the paper without even going into the color palette. This is going to make a lighter color or a wash, which is what we'll need for our project this week. So dipping more into the color will give us a darker color on our paper. Dipping more into the water will give us a lighter color. So we're going to try this with green next. So again, we get our water first, then we dip into the paint palette, then we put it on our paper. The more paint we put on the paper, the darker the color becomes. The more water we put on the paper, the lighter the color will become. This week we'll need to use lots of water with our colors so that we can fill our paper with a light coating of our watercolors. So this is going to be a wash. I'll show you one more time with the purple. So again, water first, then paint. Getting more paint to make it darker. And you'll see I have enough paint on my paintbrush to create the wash. So I don't need to keep dipping back into the paint palette in order to get more color. I just need to dip into the water to spread it out a little bit farther. And that is how we're going to use our paint palette this week to do our wash.